Well, they are the reason why we are here today. Give it up for Little Image. Are we hugging? I know it's COVID and it's weird. What's up, guys? Sit. Good to see you guys. Guys, congrats on Out of My Mind being number one. Their number one song, everybody.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
So they just performed at the Echo, which is obviously in Echo Park here in LA. Tons of monumental major bands, staples to this city performed there. It was your guys' turn to take the stage on Saturday. Yeah. What was that like for you? And then to come off the stage celebrating your song going number one?
I mean, you can't plan those things. And it was just the perfect plan, honestly.
Well, it was also his birthday at 12.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Should we sing? No.
Yeah. Later.
Yeah. No, it was, best birthday present ever, so.
It was crazy. It was like, everyone was there. We're like, what just happened? It's his birthday. It went one. The show was great.
The show was super great. Tons of energy. I even saw you get some of your pieces of your kit and give it to the audience to play. Is that something you do at a lot of shows or just kind of the more intimate ones?
Yeah. Right now, most of our shows are pretty intimate, so it feels.
Those are the best kind.
Yeah. It feels pretty sweet to do it. Everyone gets pretty pumped up. So saw one of my favorite bands do it when I was younger, and I was like, I'm gonna steal it.
Got to take the good stuff only. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Cool. I do have some questions from some of your fans here that are in the audience, so I'm gonna rip through those.
Sweet.
And then.
Also, thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys for being here.
Also, we have our first dog in the audience today. His name is Arthur.
Where's the pup?
He's sitting with the Chargers fan over
Oh, there he is.
What a guy.
Oh, Arthur's a G.
Number one fan.
Exactly.
Our
The cutest
dog.
one, too.
Yeah.
All right. Steve from Ladera Ranch said, and he had the same question I did for you guys. I read that during COVID, you started to try new musical styles and sounds. What shifted for you guys creatively as a band?
I think for us, we just started listening to everything. All of us kind of just broadened our horizons as listeners, and I think it just inspired us to think outside of what we already knew. So just listening to music, I think, really sparked something for all of us.
What were you listening to specifically during that time?
Troy, you can start.
We were listening to everything. There's definitely some hip hop came into the picture.
Yeah. Okay.
We all started listening to this group Brockhampton when they were doing
yeah.
their thing.
Yeah.
So
They're
that
from
was
Texas too, right?
They are from Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but I feel like Radiohead is I found that later in life. They were trying to tell me about it, and I was like,
What
no,
took you
dude,
so long, dude?
I don't know what took me so long, but that was for me a big one. It was COVID and everything was depressing, and Radiohead just added to that. You were like, so
You're into self-torture too.
I dove into it. Yeah. But it was beautiful. So.
Totally.
Yeah. A lot of hip hop for sure.
I just listened to 70s funk the
the best.
Yeah, the entire time. Made me feel better through the pandemic, for sure.
You covered all the range of emotions during that time, so I guess that makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right, I got Kiana from Ontario/Hawaii.
Oh.
What is the story or stories behind creating your new album?
What's the story behind being from two places? Where are you at?
That's sick.
Hi, Kiana.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Originally from Hawaii, but
Okay.
Cool.
lived out here for a minute.
That's sick.
So cool.
Rad.
Love that.
All right, sorry, one more time. What was the question?
What is the story or stories behind creating your new album?
Wow, there's so many.
There's a lot of stories.
The overarching story. You mean I guess the overarching story would be how it was brought together and made. It was a long time. I think we have one song on the album that we wrote 4 years ago.
Whoa.
So I would say the overarching story to me feels just like growing up and trying to find who we are individually, and that's what self-titled comes into, is looking in a mirror and trying to describe what it is you see, and whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, trying to just look at it and feel something from it.
Yeah.
So on a deeper level, that would be the overarching story is we wrote it while we were growing up, and so and trying to find who it is we are.
Yeah.
We're all about growth and safe spaces here. There's a lot of millennials, so it's kind of our thing.
Love it.
Love it.
All right, I got Ron from Sherman Oaks. What is your opinion of bands that use laptops / artificial sounds for their live performances?
They're the worst. Don't even.
We are unfortunately one of those bands.
We. This subject's hard for us.
Yeah.
We all we wish we could just set up wedges and play like this every time. We also, I think, believe in like creating an experience for people live. So there's a balance there. Like we are nerd musicians, but we also love, like, we create moments for people, and I think you have to have computers nowadays to do that. So we can go to coffee about that later, man.
Yeah.
Computers, they're tools. We still
Yeah.
have some analog synths on stage, and we
Yeah.
try to keep it
70-30.
Yeah, 70-30.
That's
Yeah.
the ratio.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
It's a good ratio. I like it.
Yeah.
And then I know we already talked about you guys having Out of My Mind going #1, and it was like on your birthday and everything. How else are you planning on celebrating? Because that's major #1 song.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's crazy. I mean, we went to
Drive to
Disney
Phoenix?
yesterday.
Did you
Yeah, we
really?
Which was tight.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Halloween time?
Yeah,
Yes, it
it's
was
decked
very
out.
cool.
It's so exciting.
Except we had to load in at 3, so we didn't see Halloween.
Yeah.
We saw.
We did have a show
them
yesterday.
setting up for it.
Yeah.
All right. What are some of your go-to snacks while you're on the road touring?
Brandon's just changed his, but mine is protein bars.
Okay.
Mine's beef jerky. It's the same protein.
I'm
Yeah.
low-key judging protein bars just a little bit.
Judging?
Kind of.
Oh, I
You also
love
like
protein
drinks.
bars.
You love drinks. You love
I
Red
love
Bull.
drinks.
Like liquids.
liquids.
Quenchers, we call them.
Quenchers.
Quenchers.
All right, cool. Very cool.
Electrolyte drinks and
There's one moment a couple years ago when we were at a low moment as a band on the road, and Brandon, we were just not. Everything's tight financially. You're in the van. Everything's like we're just trying to make it. And I was like, Brandon was like, the only thing I have in my life is what I choose at a gas station right now. And so I'm gonna get.
It's the only thing you can control. It's like
I'm gonna have
we
a
were
drink
maxing
right
out our
now.
credit cards trying to get some quenchers.
Yeah.
Because it's the one thing we could control.
So
on
now
this
that we get
tour.
them on the rider, we can't believe it. Like there's drinks every
we
day.
get free drinks. This is crazy.
We take them every time. Like the green
Yeah.
room has no drinks left when we leave.
yeah.
We love the growth for y'all.
We have a warehouse of drinks in our van right
You got
now.
like 3 fridges, not just
Yeah.
that one in the extra garage.
Yeah.
And then another fun one. What's your most used emoji?
We're not really an emoji
What?
group.
We use the swords emoji a lot.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
We do.
I don't know why we
that's
started
true.
doing that, but it's kind of our thing now.
You
I-
use
I
the
use-
laughing face.
I use laughing
That's a
face a lot.
classic.
I smell merch with the crossing swords one.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out.
Yeah.
Just the emoji. That's cool.
You
That'd be
know?
a cool idea.
We'll talk later.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Little finder's fee. Nice.